Hello, hello. Welcome, one and all. Welcome to my stream. I am Paladin Ashe, here to stream for you again. And today we are going to be getting back into it with Cult Little Lamb. Since family has departed, I am free to do that. I'm not sure what my schedule will be in the week or weekend to come. More than likely a gap on Saturday and all that. Anyways, I'm going to just start up the game and set up the capture and get into it. Also, hello there, Cowboy Pascal. I saw your comment there. There we go. Capture set up. Yes, controller recommended. Wow. Last time the fucking bitch killed me, but probably gonna be a grinding stream. The Rana. A cold wind blows. The dead are near. I hear them whispering. Perform a blood moon ritual so we might see their restless spirits. Do I even have that ritual? If I do, I need bones. Blood moon ritual. Oh, this must be some sort of special Halloween thing. You honor me, great leader. I am eternally grateful. They're reasonably well fed. Collect their shit. Hey Chonka, hey EA. Doing well? Nah, seems to be some sort of like Halloween specific ritual called a blood moon event. Let's go get bones from the forest. I am doing well. Why, hello there, Zealous Hammer. It's a theme. I'm guessing it's not a very good theme. fucking hitting me. I hate your shield shit. There we go, Christ. That's fair. I mean, truth be told, I'm like, it's a beef sandwich. You know, not particularly special, but not something worth hating on. A lobster sandwich, though, bleh. Seafood, I historically have not liked. Which sucks to have those particular tastes because, well, fucking so many places are like, oh, we have like one dish of this type, it's a seafood dish, and it's like, okay, fine, eat my ass. Would challenge. I don't recognize that crown. Who are you? Peace be with you, Crusader. I seek only the truth and the light. May I be of services to you? I can increase the loyalty of any follower you choose. Okay, they're both fucking old. But I feel like... Oh, wow. My work is done. This fool would follow you into the deepest darkness from whence no one returns. Oh yeah, it's Shiro Day today. That's why Hipster had that up last night. Ichor lingered. Dropped black Ichor when you ooh. Fervor replenishes fully when entering a new combat room. I don't use Fervor enough to justify, so... Enemies will drop 3 times more Fervor when hit down to... Yeah. Now that's a little bit more reasonable. Ow! Yeah, I remember when Hipster did that last year. I think we hadn't even gotten into Fate yet. But, like, we were like, it's on the list, but we're not watching it today. Merciless, merciless. Wow. Now what does this place do? Pray. Your possessions will follow you through death. Oh, the summons? So, okay, I'm gonna briefly pause here because this is gonna be me going into lore mode. So, give me a moment. Yeah, so the summary is that. Putting on my glasses. So, the Throne of Heroes is basically like a factor of, kind of a mixture of like, the will of the world and the will of humanity. Originally, the two were the same thing. That's called the counterforce, but they split at one point. So there's actually two counterforces, one that represents the world, one that represents the will of humanity to go on existing. And generally speaking, they work kind of consanguinously to make sure that, like, things keep going on. But in times of trouble, heroes will be summoned from the Throne of Heroes, those who have been ingrained upon the sort of zeitgeist of humanity, and brought forth to protect the world. You don't need a Holy Grail war for that. That's why I say Emiya was a thing, because he's what's called a counter guardian, and he'll be summoned randomly at times to take out individuals who represent a threat to humanity's continued existence. So he's basically the wet work guy for the counterforce. There are other counter guardians, but he's just particularly, unique for his whole thing. But in especially dangerous situations, what are known as grand servants can be summoned. Now, if a servant is destroyed during a Holy Grail war, the mana that made them up goes back to the Grail. But in general, the essence of them returns back to the throne. And while generally they don't retain memories of various loops of time, there have been exceptions. Saber, for instance, is a rare exception. So, like, Saber's a rare exception because she actively was alive at the time that she basically was like, Throne of Heroes, grant me the ability to acquire my wish and I will do a thing. And so the Throne of Heroes is like, yeah, okay, you can be summoned in Holy Grail Wars and maybe get your wish. But the thing is, psychologically, she's still tied to herself back on Camlin Hill. And that's why that's a whole thing in, like, Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night. Basically, like, Saber experienced the events of Fate Zero, and that's where she experienced a massive, like, psychological shift of, like, her initial wish. Like, her initial wish was just like, could I do it all over again, but better this time? And then, like, her secondary wish after, like, character development was, actually, you know what? I would just do it poorly. Let's wish that I never was made the hero. Like, somebody else would have done it better. And the first two routes of Fate Stay Night are her kind of coming to terms with that fact that that's a stupid wish. One is, finding love and realizing that, like, the sacrifices of the people who survived after she was gone, would be invalidated by by her making that wish. And it's an utterly selfish wish. The other is recognizing Shiro's similarity to her and like how he suffered to be a hero and will continue to suffer, and her being like, you know what, that's the bad plan. It's questionable how, like, Heaven's Feel enters into it, because in Heavensfeel, she gets corrupted by the Grail, and I'm like, does that mean she was corrupted back on Camlin Hill, or is she separate because, you know, the Saber Altar is like a whole ass separate entity? You know, it's kind of fucked up. But long story short, you know, you kind of just, what you were or your experiences return to the Throne of Heroes, and to a certain extent, you can alter your experiences once on the Throne of Heroes, because, again, you saw a ruler basically go off and seek Sieg at the end of Fate Apocrypha. And there are other servants who have had eccentric experiences being counter-servants. I mean, there are some that shouldn't even exist, but do anyways. It's not like they're sitting there waiting cognizant, but at the same time, they kind of sort of are. It's so fucking weird, and Nasu has never really explained it. Like, somehow Ruler, or like Jeanne d'Arc was able to just go to the reverse side of the world and pursue him. But like, as it is, like, their name is inscribed on the Throne of Heroes, so their existence is, like, recognized as sort of, like, a memory. It should be understood that things get more complicated when you get into the subject of fictional heroes versus real ones. Charlemagne, as in Charlemagne from the Paladins, you know, Charles the Great, he's a fictional hero. And the real Charlemagne, like the actual, like, I think his name is Franz Gruber or something like that. He's an alternate hero who in one timeline, I think it's, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. Karl der Grobe? I don't know what the B like symbol is pronounced like. Okay. So basically, he shows up in, I think, Fate Grand Order Arcade and faces off against you. Yeah, the arcade's basically like a fighting game that follows the same story. And, oh, so it's like a double S sound, so Karl der Gross. But anyways, so basically, like, you know, he's summoned at one point, and he's a much more severe and antagonistic threat relative to Charlemagne and his paladins. Charlemagne being very much the more heroic figure. Also, he's modeled heavily off of the main character from Fate Grand Order. So Grosset is like E's at the end of a word tend to be silent in the English language. But yeah, like, so like that's a whole thing. And then there's like heroes like oh fuck, Edison, Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison is a summonable hero, but he looks nothing like he does in real life, because he is a culmination of the will of all American presidents past and present, and future. So think of a giant lion man wearing basically a Superman suit with a weird cannon-like thing on the chest. And before you ask why a lion, it's because Thomas Edison was heavily... yes, Napoleon does in fact exist. He's not at all like he looks like in his photos. Like, if you were to go FGO Napoleon, you'd get a picture of him. Nothing like him. But he rocks a fucking arm cannon. He's also pretty tall. Fate tends to play fast and loose with certain interpretations of history. Like, Marie Antoinette's a summonable hero, but she's such a sweet cinnamon roll. She's like summoned as her teen self, but then again, Marie Antoinette wasn't very old. She's a ditz. but like she also is like genuinely like a benevolent individual. Like in the Orleans arc, which we will not experience because that was never adapted. It's kind of so like with the anime adaptations, it goes initial arc, fucking Babylon, Camelot, then the Temple of Solomon. And then there's like the kind of like the in-betweener epilogue story, which we will be watching on the server. But there were like 7 whole ass arcs in the initial story of Fate Grand Order, which includes the France during the 100 Years' War, included America during the Revolutionary Era. It was called the E Pluribus Unum arc, and for some reason, Florence Nightingale is summoned in that timeline, even though she's not an American hero. Also, she's a berserker. She is mad crazy about keeping you alive and healthy. And if you give up, like, any hope, then go fuck yourself. That's the one thing that triggers her berserker rage. She straight up tells a dude that his thought process is diseased and she recommends self-termination. But yeah, like, there's Orleans, E Pluribus Unum, Okeanos, Rome, and Londinium. Yeah, dead ass. Florence Nightingale proceeds to say that to a dude. Now, admittedly, that was Cuchulainn Alter. The monstrous form of Cuchulainn summoned by Mev. So I'm not sure if you know the storyline surrounding Cuchulainn. I'll summarize it down. Mev is a massive whore, and she went to war over wanting Cuchulainn's dick, and he wanted none of that. And he died standing in like a final last battle during that war in particular. Yeah, Mev is a rider, and it's loosely implied that the reason she's a rider is because of how much dick she rode. And her noble phantasm is her fucking carriage that she will fuck people in. And her death is hilarious in myths. A dude who did not like her came upon her while she was showering and bludgeoned her to death. Not even bludgeoned, threw a chunk of cheese at her. And it was hard, and it clonked her in the head, and it killed her. But anyways, she summons Cuchulainn Alter, and that's based off of the fact that Cuchulainn in his myths kind of just had warp spasms. Like, it's not really explained, he just kind of had spasms of weird monstrousness inside of him every so often. And in this case, he's summoned as if like that sort of warp aspect of him has mutated him into basically Godzilla. Not Godzilla-sized, but he's got a tail, a spiky tail. And a bunch of like essentially Ulster-era like servants are summoned to attack America at the behest of, well, quite literally Cuchulainn Alter and Mev. And Mev was the person making that wish. Yeah, it's all weird. Londinium involves fucking Mordred, Fran, Jack the Ripper, Nikola Tesla, and Jekyll and Hyde. I think that's all of the servants that were involved in that, but yeah. But yeah, it's like, so those are all sort of like events that happened, but like they never got adapted because while they were cool, they kind of fulfilled the same sort of plot. And if anything, I think like Camelot and Fate or oh right. Hans Christian Andersen and Charles Babbage Right. Wasn't Hans Christian Andersen, like, Dutch or something like that? Oh, whatever. I guess he just lived in London for a time and wrote novels and stuff like that. Yeah, Charles Babbage is literally... Okay, Chalka, get this. Okay, so you may have heard the name Charles Babbage. You may have heard that he was associated with creating one of the very early, one of the early, like, computational devices known as the analytical engine, which, Lord Byron's daughter, Augusta, well, illegitimate daughter, Augusta Ada Byron King, wrote a programming language for. Charles Babbage pilots the analytical engine as a Gundam. Well, as a mech, not specifically a Gundam. But yeah, he is summoned piloting a mech. But yeah, like, yeah, that's like a whole thing. But like, basically, they all kind of followed the same basic plot. And I think the reason they adapted Babylon and Camelot is because of the next level shit that occurred during those arcs and how they tie into some very important ass stuff and kind of into each other at the same time. You know, stuff that cuts to the, cuts to like the actual like core issue at hand. I won't get into it because we are watching like the collective works of Fate Grand Order on the server. And honestly, just Babylon alone is like a solid recommend. Camelot is adapted as 2 movies, and the intense shit, fucking goddamn. But fucking like, after that, it's the Solomon arc. Alas, because Theodore Roosevelt was a president, he's summoned as like an embodiment absorbed by Thomas Edison. Quite literally because, well, I mean, they kind of wanted to split the difference. They were like, okay, who do we adapt? Literally any American president might be contentious. Yeah, I know. It sucks. Because there are some American presidents who genuinely would fucking be, like, 5 stars at the very least. I mean, okay, yeah, there's some mediocre ones that would be summoned as, like, 1 stars or 2 stars. But, like, The Simpsons did a song about them. Yeah, dude would, like, easily be, like, a 5-star. You could even justifiably make, like, the welfare versions be, like, weird exploits in his life that weren't, like, necessarily, like, super duper important to his story. But, like, you could summon, because, like, servants are often summoned at certain points in their life. So, like, you watched with us, like, Fate, and you saw Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is summoned at 3 points in his life. There's Ko-Gil, Ko being child in Japanese, and that's him as his very young self, and that's like a 3-star in Fate. He's an archer, and he's oddly sagely for his age. There's standard Gilgamesh, who's the guy who's very cocky, very up his own ass, and will do whatever he wants just on a whim. And then there's Gilgamesh Caster, who is Gilgamesh after he went on his, like, legendary journey to find, immortality, and ultimately, well, not so much failed as got cucked out of it by a snake. And you meet that one in Babylon, because it's, like, during his literal era, like, when he was alive. And that's a whole important aspect. But there are other servants who are summoned like that. The Okeanos arc had Medea Lily. Medea Lily, anytime a servant is summoned with the suffix Lily, you can assume that it is a younger, more innocent version of them. This was first established by Saber, who appears in originally in like some like side content for Fate, but then she appeared in like, she was like your initial servant in FGO. And because she's a newbie knight who hasn't even drawn the sword yet, she's wielding like the basic form Caliburn, and she's not very strong. Medea Lily appears in Okeanos and does some crazy ass shit, but she's like a very innocent girl. Yeah, right after she drew the Sword of Selection, which is why she doesn't have Excalibur yet. Because Excalibur is after Caliburn was broken. That's one of those aspects of the story that's interesting, because there are versions of the Arthurian lore that have that same sort of note to it, but like in a lot of more simplistic ones, it's just, I drew Excalibur from the stone, but Excalibur and the King Choosing Sword are often also separate entities. But fucking like, yeah, so. Yeah. I remember that. That was factored into her like event where you could upgrade her. And like, she practices on Blackbeard, who, by the way, Chanka, Blackbeard, he's a summonable servant, not very high stars. He's a lolicon. Like, he's into like nerdy shit, but he's also, okay, he's not quite a lolicon, because he's actually genuinely decent dude. He's just very much a child at heart. Like, I want to say there's like an event involving Jeanne d'Arc Alter Lily. And if you're about to ask me, what the hell did I just say? The gist of that is that Jeanne d'Arc Alter is summoned in the Orleans Arc as literal fan fiction by Giles de Reyes. He basically got a hold of the Holy Grail and was like, I want my waifu back and I want her to get her revenge. So she's summoned. But like, as a result of the fact that she is literally a warping of reality, there is no reality where Jeanne d'Arc becomes an alter. Her existence is very thin. But then Jeanne d'Arc Alter, being wished into being, allows her to sort of exist. But then, like, she makes a wish that she could be a Santa Claus. And this creates a child format of her who wishes to go around doing Santa things. And her whole story is about how she's basically, like, making friends with, like, literally Jack the Ripper and Nursery Rhyme. Nursery Rhyme appears in Fate Extra. We're probably not going to watch that on the server because it's kind of weird and esoteric. Saint Nicholas. So no, but also yes, but no. Literally, the Santa Claus archetype has been traded by several servants. Like, the first Santa servant was Saber Alter, who was, I think it was literally just called Santa Alter, or Saber Alter Santa, I can't remember. Then I think after that, it was Jeanne d'Arc Alter Santa Lily. And then after that, I want to say it was Quetzalcoatl Santa. Then it was Altera Santa. Then it was Florence Nightingale Santa. Then there's Carta Santa. I think that's the most recent Santa that they've done, at least stateside. Just being a Santa is like, it's kind of like a mantle. Also, it's kind of hilarious. You run into Saint Martha in the storyline surrounding like Saber Alta Santa, and she's like beating on something because she's into boxing. Because in her story, she fought the Tarrasque naked in hand to hand, and she's like pissed about Christmas because she's like, "What is this nonsense? What is this about like trading presents and fat dudes with beards? What does this have to do with Jesus? And he was born in June." Or I think it was like born in June or born in April. I can't remember. Jesus' actual birth date is not in fucking Christmas. That's just when it's celebrated. Let's see, because she interacted with us and thus was recorded. And then there was a whole event about fakers can overcome the original. It's about Jalter and Jean de Alter being able to be summoned. Yeah, so like Jean d'Arc Alter Santa Lily. Basically, she becomes friends with Nursery Rhyme, who's the facsimile of all like childhood nursery rhymes, the sweet ones to lull you to sleep. And Jack the Ripper, and apparently they're such close friends that they are a great team composition. But Nursery Rhyme is not good on a team with Hans Christian Andersen because they hate each other, and he always wrote sad endings to his stories, like the original ending to The Little Mermaid. Anyways, Jeanne d'Arc, Alta Santa Lily, her story was that she was like starting to fade out of reality because she ain't real. And I want to say Sherlock Holmes helps you establish her like myth as like a slight alteration or altered story of it so she can continue existing. Ugh. Merciless dagger. I'm not taking any of these. My hammer is way powerful. These are lame. Hello. Hello, Master, Negatek. When attacked, 10% chance. This one. I'm way out of fucking touch. Ow. I'm walking to some place to get dinner. I almost stepped on a damn snake. Grand Order is legitimate Kino. Let's see, fire projectiles. Yeah, that one. pink-haired girl with arm braces fighting somebody. Now that could be Mev, but it could be Elizabeth or somebody else. There's not exactly a limit on pink-haired characters, but if you saw an AMV, it may well have involved snippets from the trailers, because like the trailers for like individual arcs in Fate Grand Order are animated, like exceptionally animated. It's just that like, you know, Fate Grand Order's also gotten animes, but like, yeah, there are genuinely some pretty Kino trailers. All right. Oh, I forgot. It's not very much, so I don't really care.
Come on, yeah.
When hit, spawn tentacles, curse damage, curse damage. Harvest resources. Mash Curelite. Okay. So I guess I'd call her hair pink, but I'd say that's more of like an off purple. Especially because like there's a reason why the fandom nickname for her is everybody's favorite eggplant. Because she got that like purple, like black purple aesthetic. Ow. Oh yeah, she is absolutely so important that the main character, alright, yeah, you would know this, so I can't say it. I like animes because that's how I got into finding more animes. Animes are a good way to show you, animations, as long as they cite the damn source. Otherwise, I mauled because they'll be like, this sequence that happened, it's so good, cut to this music. What's it from? It's so good, cut to this music. What's it from, you bitch? What is this engagement fodder?
Makapa, Hasapala, Adapala.
Oh no! Nah. No. But yes. Ow! Suck on it! Dare I to go one more? Let's see. Ah, yeah.
Come on.
Rolling into enemies does some damage. Yes. Let's see. If I go along the left side, I gotta follow her. My love took my heart to the sea. The sea, she took my heart to the sea. 'Cause where my heart will be in her bed at the bottom of the sea. Welcome, Crusader. Take a moment to join me in my search. I look for the heart that once beat in my chest. That is, until it was taken by her. I've been sitting here for so many years. Even her face has faded from my mind, yet I keep searching. Always searching. I have a dozen hearts, you see, but none of them are mine. They are yours if you wish to have them, Crusader. They're worthless to me. I care only for the heart that was once mine, so that I might look upon her face one last time. Total reheal, I appreciate. I'm your mate. Slow to fall, yet calamitous upon arrival. I rather like this axe that I've got now. I think I'll skip that one. Enemies have a chance to increase. Ow! So H.P. Lovecraft has sort of been appeared in Fate Grand Order. In between the Lost Belt and the original arc, there were these like non-singularities. I forget what they were called, the remnants. And there was one that takes place during the Salem witch trials, and a little girl, Abigail, who's at the center of it all, and you save her life at the end of it by sending her off to be with literally H.P. Lovecraft, but he's not named as such. And then Abigail was later summoned as what's called a foreigner's servant. Foreigners are servants who are literally like foreign to our system, like possibly eldritch entities, or possibly things that were shaped by the space beyond our solar system. Exemplicatia, fucking Voyager. The Voyager space probe. Literally because it's 50 years old by this point, it was summoned as a servant, influenced by the story of the Little Prince. It's associated with a manga called Fate Requiem, which is an alternate timeline where the Grail Wars were like won like completely and ultimately by a great mage, and her granddaughter is a girl who is yet to acquire a servant in a world full of people with servants. Also, she's traumatized because she was exposed to Marie Antoinette's son, who, his story is rather sad. After his parents were executed, he was put under house arrest and told that his mother didn't want to see him anymore. He died of a wasting illness while nobody would tell him anything and kept him completely in the dark. And thus became an Avenger, which means that he was very vengeful and hateful. And when she was like put to foster him. He did something that traumatized her. Okay. Ow! Fuck you! I hate these shield guys. Fuck you! That was so bullshit. Like, fundamentally the most bullshit thing I've experienced. I don't even want their bones. They can rot. Okay. Damn! I obliterated that bitch. So maybe the merciless weapons aren't so bad after all. Okay, I need to build some graves. Yes, I'm on it. Kind of reminding me, for some reason, of the RPG Eternal Sonata, which is a story taking place in the mind of Chopin, a classical pianist, if memory serves, while he's dying of an illness. Perform a ritual at your temple, in which you do all your perform a ritual at your temple in which all your followers donate alms for the poor. You're reminding me, Chonka, I've been reading The Ascendance of a Bookworm light novels because I need my fix, and the anime is going to be a bit yet for its next season. And fucking like, there's a point in the story where they've finally gotten to the point of like printing novel or books, but it's an arduous process. And she's trying to like workshop Cinderella into this world, but she shows it to the high priest, and the high priest, who's like basically her benefactor in the temple, is basically like, what is this horse shit? A fucking like scullery maid marrying a prince? That would never happen. What are you on? And she's like, what's wrong? And he's like, it just wouldn't happen. And she's like, okay, what nobility rank would they have to be to actually marry? And he's like, okay, I could see like an arch noble marrying a lay noble or a med noble. And like they go through the whole thing, and he's also like, also, what is this gobbledygook the magician is saying? That's not magic. She's like, okay, no magic then. And then he's like, okay, now it works. Also, they would never have a happy ending. They'd be disowned from their family and disgraced. And it's just like, it's supposed to be romantic. And he's like, romance is trivial. Face reality. And then she's like, okay, shows it to her ladies' maids, one of which who was basically like trained by a actual high noble. And she's like, yeah, this story makes no sense to me based off of everything I know about the nobility. What are you on about? And she's like, what? Why is it so bad? Why does everybody dislike it? And she's like, yeah, I don't think nobles would like this at all. You're just not ready to write about noble life just yet. And she's like, fine. And they're like, how about we make another print of those Bibles we made? Because she made Bibles for like children with like pictures, so it would be easier to read and it would teach them how to read. Yeah, I'll give them a... Any elderly here? You're rank 3. You're rank 3. You're rank 4 and you're about to die. Damn. Holy shit. Yeah, I can't build another. I've got 2 whole ass things. Okay. Ritual cooldown reduced by 50%. You're fucking happy. Why are you so fucking mad?
Dalam ka ng bayan, ah.
I'm out of berries. They should... Well, they won't get upset about that.
Dalam ka ng bayan, ah.
He's spammy. Let's make you... Pray.
Shalom, Baka.
Tremoron, please spare me. Walking cock. Oh shit, I can pet my walking cock. Okay, I need to build more beds. Was watching Goblin Slayer with some friends this morning. They haven't seen it. They enjoyed the first few episodes. I had to restrain myself from just lore dumping on them. Yeah, the experience is real. Like, whenever you're, like, into something as a hyperfixation, it is hard to restrain. Like, I just, like, about... How long have I been streaming? I started with like 30 minutes of time I spent basically just lore dumping about Fate. Guild Girl's just very lovable. Rumor has it that Sickly Dickly is a spy sent by an enemy cult to undermine your great power. You should go speak with them and see what they have to say about themselves. I'll wait for day. The funny part is she thinks he's handsome, probably in spite of the fact that he's an anime boy underneath the helmet. The helmet clearly stays on with her. Ha! Okay, I've got those. What's some more shit? Feed the cleansing fire and harvest more devotion. Yeah, that feels like it's... Okay, actually, yes. Yeah, a morgue will basically help them not vomit on the dead. Oh, there it is. What? No. Re-education, they just kind of get like pissy again. Makes sense. He's kind of closed-mouthed about his experiences, so he doesn't tell anybody. I've never seen a blunderbuss. Yeah, let's go with Dick Lover. He was my husband after all. Lamb. Yes, lamb. Hello, leader. What a beautiful day in paradise, and might I say, you looked extra glorious today. Where's Cockman? Let's see. Try to be nice. You try to be nice. Where are you? There we are. Clearly, you do not like the paradise I have provided for you, Carlos. Be gone. That was real quick upgrade. I'm not gonna buy another one of these. I'm gonna buy the next and final rank of curses. Finally. All cult members will gain the Sacral Architecture trait. When a new building is constructed, gain +5 faith. All cult members will gain the Devotee trait. Gain more faith when delivering a sermon. Let's go with Devotee trait. That just seems better. Now he's no longer bitching.
Walang kampanya ng siya ng kapal.
nearly 2/3 of a level. They're all oh yeah, I talked to dude, and like the other dude was like, of course he's gonna deny it. Ew. Call of the crown. Hold sacred that will possess directly. I guess. Not sure I like that spell. It's too targeted. Yeah, more or less.
Come on now.
Let's see, chance of... Yeah, I'll take it. When hit down to this. Well, it's also on the PC as well. I don't know about other consoles, but it's on the PC as well. Food, store, then follower. I have no idea what these hops are for as yet. Maybe there was supposed to be... Oh no. How Lesage. Toe of the ice core. Take it.
Bakalım.
yeah. Oh yeah. We are so back. Let's see. Fire, fervor. There.
Someone. I'm literally gonna die to a basic villain. Oh, that was brutal. Oh, I'm going back purely because I was like, no. Evil autism, it goes well. I have so many followers named something kind of,
lurid. Like cockmongler and cocklover. I just remix names, but on occasion I've reused them. Built these before. I don't know why. Let's use the toilet. Excuse me, leader. Some creatures are here seeking shelter with our cult, but they are sick. Should we let them in? Yeah, sure. Let's see. I do not abide by fennec foxes. They are cum dump pilled in the worst degree. They're what, like, very basic furries go with if they want to feel regal and exotic. Let's see. Let's see. Feathered dong. Lose faith when a follower dies, lose faith when falling ill. Oh. Okay. Rabbits are almost as bad. Variant. There we go. What is it with these bottom tier fucking, furries? There we go. Damn, got a lot of guys that need dealing with. Yeah, they're the most basic tier when it comes to furries. these shit do again? Oh, they attract fireflies. I need 2 new mining places.
Salamat ka na. Ayun.
Thank you, Lita. My faith in you is justified. Abercrombie.
Oh.
Godly weapons it is. All are born guilty, reduced faith loss when putting a follower in jail who is not dissenting. Freedom above all else, every day that begins without anyone in the... I'm not that desperate for faith. Belief in original sin it is. And, no! Jamaitov Hyman has just died. How sad. If you... Go fuck yourself. Stop coalescing. Fuck you. Amazing. How do I bring up that information? There it is. Phallic devotees. Hence the presence of cocks. So very many cocks. Dino Dong, we are all exhausted. Please let us have a break. We wish to observe the Sabbath. Fine. They're all... Oh. I need to build more fucking, you know, shit shacks. Alright. I've got a devotion that I gotta spend. Yeah, higher capacity. Okay. Build. Build, damn it. Here we go. Let us do a sermon. Give me your faith. And a river of blood shall drown them. Let's see. Loyalty Enforcer. Perform a ritual at your temple in which you appoint a follower as your loyalty enforcer tasked with patrolling the cult and raising the loyalty of your followers. Perform a ritual at your temple in which you appoint a follower as your tax collector. I'm not hurting for money. I just don't want people getting all pissy. Okay. Tim Hortons. Why can't I pick any of these? What? Guess Gothcock it is. Curious, can I even respec? Probably not. Why would you make its range so piddling small? Cockadickle, grieved at a grave. godly sword. Deals significantly more damage than a mortal weapon. Hey, Phil! I'm a polar bear. He was unlike the rest of his kin. While the others dealt with flux, chaos, famine, pestilence, war. Things which in their constancy must transpose. And yet, he was the inevitable, the obstinate and irresistible, the one who waits. Truly peculiar, 'twould then seem his appetency to invite the novel and the new, break ancient vow and primordial bond alike. Traditions stagnate and appetites augment nonetheless. Doubt tears faith asunder. Double hearts. Yeah, sure. No, I don't want to receive a challenge. Hello there, Crusader. If you make it through the next few combat rooms with nary a scratch, taking no damage, I'll reward you, but if you fail, then alas, not for you. I hate these things because I never succeed at these things. Rescue. Why aren't you just something? You've completed the challenge. What should I do? I think this is a decent reward. Tarot card unlocked. Relics to charge. Oh, that's actually not bad. I don't want a dagger. I don't want that either. It's lame, but fine, I'll take it. I'll take the berries this time. Yay, Urethra Franklin is no longer ill.
Ashe.
20% more damage during the day. Yeah, okay. 3x more fervor. Large torch. Stone. I'm hurting for stone. I think that's more money, but take more damage on hit. Enemies drop poison, okay. Yeah, hammer's so far been pretty much the best weapon out of the lot of them, so I prefer it, but if I can't get it, I guess I'm screwed. Ow, ow. Yeah, let's go with that one. Holy shit, almost got poisoned. I don't like these spells. The sword is your usual, like, all-rounder weapon. Decent range, decent speed, decent damage. Terra's open, releasing a horde of ghosts that target. Ooh. Give you a shot. new curse with an increased level. Okay, so that was a one-off. Oh well. I wanted to see why. Oh. I'm dumb. I just got that new ability and I got a shitty-ass replacement. I want that back. I want it back right now. That was better. Get rid of that shit. I don't ever want to see it again. You cannot tempt me. I'll take the berries. It's generally pretty good. Yeah, I'm liking that smell. Come on, Clowneck. Receive double healing. I'm not hurting for health, and I don't expect to receive much health. Whatever. Let's replenish all of my fervor. What? And what do I get in return? Hearts received in return? Oh. Let's see. Follower if I go along this path. So if I go stone, sword, follower. Double coins, follower. Double dick. I want neither of these. Ooh, poison though. No, I'll rock what I got. I'm gonna attack. It's moving speed. Chance too. My health is, again, not doing bad. Criticals! Well, I guess if I have to receive a card. Drop it. Ooh.
Selamat ka na. Kaya mo?
Be gone back to the base. Necromantic axe. I've got a godly sword, so like this is doing pretty damn good damage, so summon a ghost that will attack nearby. Slain. Let's keep what we got. Apostate. I think Apostate is the basic variant. I can't remember. Barbados! Blueprint. Sickly Dickly has died of old age. Such a tragedy. Heretic. Bring in the followers. a day of rest. Yeah, a few of them died.
Salam bangkayan.
Okay, you should go to bed. This is the bed rest time. Get back here. Bed rest. You should go to bed too. Okay, I'm kind of tired of these bitches, so... Holt's naughty followers. What are you doing? Go get some rest. Yeah, near as I can tell, either the DLCs are something that like was like a new ad later on, or are like a new feature entirely that wasn't there originally. Okay. Yo, no. Get to bed. You're literally my loyalty officer. Stop it. Gothcock, you get to be imprisoned for a bit. You get to come out when you've stopped being a bad person. Limp Dick's old. Erectile fucking is old. Yeah, I wish. God, I wish that were me. Let's see, Soleos, I want you to go out and get me some meat. Tim Hortons, you should go out and get me some meat too. Zealous? Not bad. Let's see. That works. Penasara. I'm lowering the rent prices in the area. There we go. You know what? With a name like that, you get to stay a rabbit. Does he know? He doesn't know. see. Let's get some seeds. Oh no, Limp Dick has died of old age. To be expected. I hate you, the fuck. I hate all of you. Look, just because it's a little bit old and wrinkled, is no reason to start gagging to the point of vomiting upon it. How dare you? Yeah, camellias for healing. Let's see, I need to build another crypt. Cryptic metaphor. Let's see. Erectile, you know, because I don't want to have another body in a grave. I'm gonna ascend your ass. You've lived a long and prolific life. More fervor would be nice, but I'm not really hurting for that right now. I don't like gauntlets, I don't like daggers. I've literally never seen a blunderbuss. Wait. Oh! I didn't notice that I could just grab this. Yeah, the Cialis in the afterlife is fucking next level, and that's not even talking about the Viagra. An erection lasting longer than 10 hours is actually completely within the cards and reasonable. It's when it's 10 days that it's a problem. There are 3 among you who are sick. Where's the third? He's over there. Hey! Get over here. I'm not gonna bully you. Let's see. Hearty meat broth. Imagine.
Salam baka.
Great leader, I like you. No, I love you. Would you make me the happiest creature in the world and marry me? I don't even know what your abilities are. Let me. Sleep during the day, faith when sacrificed. Yeah, sure. You're fuckable. I should do this more often and build myself a harem. Oh yeah, who doesn't love? Oh, you're wearing the amulet of the come fuck me goddess of love? What does that mean? You're down to fuck? Go get me a rock outside and then we can fuck. Reminds me, I've messed around with chat bots for the shits and gigs. One time I had this like minotaur that was like really annoying me, so I put him into the cuck chair. What are you talking about? I'm perfectly normal. He was okay, but honestly, like, the graphics of Skyrim were never particularly amazingly beautiful. Like, everybody looks like they've kind of taken a grater and shoved their face into it. The men and the women. And then covered their skin in dirt. Ugh. Yeah, I fully admit that I'd go interspecies reviewers on the male population of a fantasy world. Alright, yeah, didn't it like kind of just give them like a slightly tinted skin or just made them look fucking awful? There's this one Japanese artist that like did this they do these like cutesy characters adventurers, and like there's lots of strips of them where it's basically like, oh, I need sexual healing, not regular healing. And they're like right in front of a dragon god demon thing. And it becomes an all-out orgy, and the dragons are like, what the hell? Get out. Why are you doing this right in front of me? Yeah, more or less. Let's get to work or you're not sleeping tonight. I just put half the beds into like top-rate fucking real estate. I knew you could do it. You truly are divine. Well, of course I could marry you. There we go. God, that's annoying. Just shy. Look, the more devotion you generate, the more I can get stuff done. But here, I'll make it up to you. Alms for the poor. You're all my hoes anyways. See. Fuck it. Let's give leader 10. Can't afford it right now because I need a resource that I haven't seen yet. But it is what it is. We are about at time. Let me find ourselves a homie to raid on. I'm gonna send you on to Bay M14, the sapient M14 rifle. Thank you all for tuning in. I will have my schedule up sometime this week for the coming weekend, but it's probably going to be sparse. I'm not going to be here for Saturday, and I'm staying over until Sunday. I'm going to my sister's birthday. So that's the thing that's happening. But otherwise, I shall see you when I see you. Thank you for tuning in. I have been Paladin Ashe, and I am signing off. Have fun at Bays.